Honourable Member Maggie Barry.
Thank you. Debt management and welfare reform are enormously important issues in my electorate of the North Shore. Last Friday, the Prime Minister spent the day with us, and about 4,000 people listened to the message that he talked about. He reiterated that we have a plan. Unlike the B teams and the bellowers on the other side of the House, we have a plan, it's a great plan, and we're sticking to it. The Prime Minister outlined our 4 key priorities that we are making absolute progress on. We are responsibly managing the government's finances. We are on target to redress the balance of the books by 2014-15. We are also building a more productive and more competitive economy. We're delivering better public services, and we are rebuilding Christchurch. I absolutely agree with the member for Christchurch, Nikki Wagner, that Jerry Brownlee and the team are doing an outstanding job there, and it is going very well under very difficult circumstances. In our first term as a government, we made very real progress modernising and reforming the benefit system. Let's take a look at the unemployment benefit, for example. Since Future Focus was introduced in September 2010, more than 52,000 people on the unemployment benefit have reapplied, and they've gone through that process. As a result of that, what happens? 12,500 of them cancelled. Now, if we drill down into that figure, we see that 6,500 people didn't even bother to apply, to reapply and to complete the process. 2,500 cancelled for other reasons. Quite a lot of them went to Australia, we understand. Still claiming the benefit, mind you. 3,389 told Work and Income that they'd already found work and actually they didn't need the benefit after all. Isn't it a good thing to ask them, to require them to step up and actually justify getting the benefit? As the Honourable Paula Bennett told the House last week, in the past 12 months, people on the unemployment benefit is down by 7,837, and that's following an extraordinary recession. And I think that is a sign of an excellent government doing great work. I agree absolutely with Paula Bennett that the Labor has a record of shame. Labor's record of shame is well known to us, who've paid attention from the 1980s onwards. Cradle to the grave dependency. Some of their happiest times were spent on the benefit themselves. Unbridled spending, galloping away in this country into indebtedness. When you look at the unemployment benefits, I have to agree with Peter Sharples, a man of great mana. He has said that in the last few years, when he looks at people on unemployment benefit, he sees the reduction in mana. He said every day that people are on the unemployment benefit, it saps their pride and their self-esteem. They need to get off the benefits for their own good, and we are helping them. We are actually reforming welfare, as I said, by ensuring those who can work, do work, and we are supporting them to do that. We're also targeting the resources at the people who really need it. Yes, some people do need a hand up, but not a handout for life. We are helping young people to make better choices and to stay in either educational training or in work. We're simplifying the benefit system and clamping down on welfare fraud. These are long overdue and well recognised programs that are doing the job for New Zealand. When I look at some of the concerns of my electorate that people have come to me to my constituency office, they've been concerned about people having children while they are on the benefit. And I think that New Zealanders do need to recognise that our welfare system is an excellent one, but it is there for those who need it. It is not there for women to continue to breed when they can't afford to do it. If they bring children into the world and they are only on a benefit, then they need to look carefully at it. It doesn't need to be a punitive thing, but it does need to be examined. And I think we are doing it with compassion and kindness, but we are doing it. We are taking the courageous step to actually look at people who have been on benefits for far too long. 170,000 people have been on welfare for most of the last decade. The number of people on the DPB has consistently risen over the last 20 years. And at the moment, most disturbingly of all perhaps, we have 220,000 children who are living in benefit-dependent homes. How sad is that? We're concerned about the children who are born to sole parents who are already on the benefit. 4,800 babies were born last year alone to women who were already on a benefit. And that adds up to about 29% of those on the DPB who've had a subsequent child while receiving a benefit. This is not a great idea. But New Zealanders, I don't think, have the appetite for women to continually do this. So sole parents who have another baby while on a benefit will be expected to be available to work after 1 year, and that's in line with parental leave. In my electorate of the North Shore, the feedback that I have had absolutely backs that up. Thank you.
The time for this debate has expired. I therefore call on Government Order of the Day number 1.
Members of Parliament.